You got me to look after, but tell about how it's gonna be.
Someday, we're gonna have us a little house and a couple of acres, and the cow and the
pig and chicken. And we're gonna live off the fatted land and have rabbits.
George's dream is to move away from the hectic lifestyle of being a migrant worker, as well as the burden of traveling and the necessity of hard labor. He wishes to have a worry-free setting and to have no one overpowering him, giving him more freedoms.
God, you're a lot of trouble, said George. I could get along so easy and so nice if I didn't have you on my tail. I could live so easy and maybe have a girl.
George becomes frustrated with Lenny's slight disabilities and slowness. He reveals himself to be a dreamer in hopes of a better future. Sometimes all of the hardships Lenny brings and his past grudges about Lenny lead him to think differently.
You crazy son of a bitch. You keep me in hot water all the time. He took on the elaborate manner of little girls when they're mimicking one another. Just wanted to feel that girl's dress. Just wanted to pet it like it was a mouse. Well, how the hell did she know you just wanted to feel her dress? She jerks back and you hold on like it was a mouse.
Lenny inhibits George's ability to have more freedoms. George's responsibility for Lenny overshadows their dream, and the past is a constant misfortune for the duo and limits their ability to acquire their aspirations.
Tell you what, he leaned forward eagerly. Suppose I went in with you guys. That's $350 I'd put in. I ain't much good, but I could cook and tend the chickens and hoe the garden some. How'd that be?
George and Lenny's dream of the perfect future always seemed out of reach. However, Candy's proposition opened up the possibility of actually purchasing the farm and a brighter future. Candy's help will knock out the financial burden, which is a huge step in the overall success.
I think you're nuts, she said. No, I ain't, Lenny explained earnestly. George says I ain't. I like to pet nice things with my fingers. Soft things.
Lenny's obsession with soft things is a precursor to the devastation dealt with them. Without his keenness towards the soft things, many situations could have been avoided. George knows that the trouble Lenny ultimately brings damages their path to their dream farm. However, it's due to the soft things that start the misfortunate events.
He shook her then, and he was angry with her. Don't you go yelling, he said, and he shook her, and her body flopped like a fish. And then she was still, for Lenny had broken her neck.
Even though Lenny had had previous troubles with hurting his soft things, the killing of Curly's wife was the last straw. It was in this moment George realized all of their hopes were destroyed. There was nothing else he could do to protect his friend more than kill him.
Rabbits. And I get to tend the rabbits.
Overall, the inspirational dream of owning a farm on his own for George was out of his reach. Something that was so perfect, but physically impossible. And even though his story did not have the happy ending we were searching for, George learned a lot about his character and friendship, which overall in life is the most important thing.